It's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is the story of Power Book 5. When it comes down to it, we were introduced to Power spinoffs as soon as Power ended, and the first one we got was Book 2 Ghosts, which they announced, and then Book 3 Raising Kanan, which we thought was going to be the Breeze story, but don't get it twisted. Raising Kanan is phenomenal. The story of Rock and her brothers and Kanan and Jukebox, come on. And then we got the announcement of Power Book 4 Influence, and then Book 5 Force. Now, things did change up a bit because eventually they swap out Force from being Book 5 to being Book 4, and then Influence got swapped out to be Book 5. So we've been waiting on Power Book 5 for a long time. We've been pushing for it. Matter of fact, the last bit of news I think I heard about it was that depending on how good Book 2 Ghost Season 2 did, that it would... Book 5 will spin off from there. And Book 2 Ghost did phenomenal because it's the #1 show of the network. However, for whatever reason, I think they're still going back and forth about Book 5. Basically, Book 5 was supposed to be about Tate. So the Power characters who were pretty much the last ones or the main characters of their own episodes in the very end of Power, Tariq went on to be the lead of Book 2 Ghosts. Kanan got a backstory with him and his mom being the lead in Book 3 Raising Kanan. Tommy went on to be the lead of Force, which was at the time 5 but now 4, and then Tate was going to be the lead of Influence, which was Book 4 but now Book 5. So when it comes down to it, the show was supposed to be about Tate and around, politics and him around other politicians and how dirty the game can be, which they show some of that in Book 2 Ghosts if you pay close attention to the way Tate moves in Book 2 Ghosts. You see a lot more of him and how he deals with things politically, how he deals with things in the educational world, how he deals with things in the political world. You see how Tate moves, and he moves with the elite, and he's a politician, the top candidate. So I think we're getting bits of Book 5 in Book 2. However, at the same time, we really want that Tate spinoff. We was promised that, and for whatever reason, we haven't gotten it yet. It even got to the point where during the lives when we would ask Courtney Kemp about Book 5, she eventually said, well, the reason why I'm not speaking on it is because it's still in process. And it's something that we really don't want to speak on until we got, some confirmed news. And now for Power, which is the #1 show of the Starz Network, why would it be hard to do another spinoff? Well, when it comes down to it, I really couldn't tell you why it's hard for them to do that, but there's more going on behind the scenes, obviously.
And with that being said, they know us Power fans will jump on Influence immediately. But I think for some reason it seems as though BMF has come off like that 5th show. Even though BMF is not a part of the Power universe, it is a part of the 50 Cent universe and everything of that nature. But still, at the end of the day, Influence should be there. I know a lot of people would love to watch Influence, and in a way, I really don't know how, or why they're not making it into a show. Lorenz Tate is a great actor. The Tate character, a lot of people did not like him at the end of Power, but they've come to love him with Book 2, especially the way he operates. So I would love to see him in his own show. And not only that, they're going to show how the political world works. It's going to show you how the political world works in politics, how they work in business, how they work with other people, how they work with the streets. There's so many things that can be shown in the political world. And someone like 50 Cent, especially Courtney Kemp, knows a lot about that world. So that's something that I would like to see. Now, basically another thing that I've heard in regards to Power Book 5 is that they're not going to go with Influence, but they're going with Power London. And now with that being said, that was a big rumor because 50 Cent is known to like Top Boy and some of the Top Boy stars, which Top Boy is a great show, but I didn't really care for its ending personally. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, the fact that Top Boy is over, that might just, here we go, Power Book 5, London. It could happen. And the reason why is because, Noma and Obi, they're from London. And there's a connection there. Basically through Obi and through Noma, there's, Power 5, like London right there presented. Like who wouldn't want to know about Obi or Noma or where they came from and how they operated and how Noma got as big as she did. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. So I don't know, between Influence and between London, I'd like either show. Personally, you should go ahead and do Power Book 5 and then do Power Book 6. You can make 5 Influence and make 6 London. Us Power fans love Power. We love BMF. We love all the books so far. We have our ranking or about what we think is our favorites. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, we really want Power Book 5. We would love to have Power Book 5. We're looking forward to it because it looks as though they got everything in rotation right now, which means that Raising Kanan season 3 is set to come out December the 1st, with BMF set to come back, I believe, March 1st. And with that being said, we've suspected that there's a big chance that we might be getting Book 2 Ghost Season 4 May 1st or June 1st. We don't know yet, but it does make sense because I know they're done filming on Season 4. And as for Season 5, they really haven't. Well, I think they're currently filming Season 4, but they haven't made an announcement about Season 5 just yet. But when it comes down to it, that's just, I'm sitting up here talking to you guys about the story of Power Book 5 and us wondering where is it, because it was promised to us, but we never got it. I'm not blaming 50. I'm not blaming Courtney. If there's anybody to blame for this, it's most definitely Stars. And that's nothing against them, just telling the truth. Don't see why they wouldn't want to do a Power Book 5 when Power is the biggest show on the network and the biggest series on the network. You would want more of that. But all I got to say about that one is that pretty much it is what it is. But that's all I got to say to you guys. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and one.